This is Wicked Rhody, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hey everybody, welcome. My name's Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much for tuning in. And, you know, the springtime, the weather has been very cold. Now it's starting to finally warm up, and that can only mean one thing.
Tell me.
Time to clean up.
Clean up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Outside, though, a lot of the groups that, we look to for events and different things that are happening out there are having their cleanup. So like our friends over at like the Newport Cliff Walks, South County Museum, even the Oakland Cemetery in Cranston, which is a great historical cemetery.
My neck of the woods.
There you go. And also the Pomham Rocks Lighthouse area, which is in Riverside, East Providence.
That is.
It's kind of like the bike path area, but
okay.
I mean, all those areas, no matter where. My suggestion is always, you don't necessarily have to travel far when it comes to these cleanup things. There are always things happening right around your neck of the woods, and especially with Earth Day coming up, because Earth Day is next Friday, the 20th, usually.
22nd, so it'll be next Sunday this
next
year.
Sunday.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So that's a great time to just tap into your local resources, as far as even call your town hall, whether it be check in with the any of them, the rec department, the police department, fire department, say, hey, do you guys know of any cleanups that are happening this weekend? Because it's a great activity to get your family out involved in.
Yes.
Providing they are okay with wearing like rubber gloves, the kids won't take them off or just,
and touch totally things that you don't want them to
bad
touch.
things
Yes.
that people sometimes discard. But, if it's a good networking opportunity.
I agree. I mean, think about it. We've been so cooped up. Yes, we're hardy New Englanders, and we've been dealing with all this snow and the late snow. So spring is here, and it's a time to get out. So maybe you're listening to Wicked Rhody because you might be really new to Rhode Island and you want to meet some new people, or maybe you're single looking to mingle, or maybe you just want to make some new friends. Going to an event like this, you're going to get some vitamin D. You're going to be putting out good karma into the world by cleaning up the environment, and you're going to meet other people who, have something in common with you.
Very, very true. So a lot of these events are happening. Go online, check them out, and if you see it, share it with us. Share it to the Wicked Rhody Facebook page so we can share it as well, and we can be part of it, because stuff like this is great, great for people to get involved with, and you don't have to make a lot of plans for it. It could be one of those things where if something happens, or you get done with something earlier, you just want to get out of the house. Perfect opportunity to go out, meet some people. And so if you're doing that while you're on the road, working, or getting errands done, sit back, listen, and enjoy the episode. If you hear something that piques your interest, we'll have all the links and info for you in our show notes on the website, wickedrhodypodcast.com. All right, Mary, what's our wicked interesting pick of the week?
All right, Chuck and Brad?
I do.
You do. Well,
Their amazing adventures, correct?
Yes. So,
they should be action figures.
Oh my gosh, they should.
Speaking of action figures.
So they're actually doing an event tonight. So the day this episode airs is Thursday, and this Thursday,
April 12th.
Today, they are coming out with an event at the Comedy Connection right over in East Providence from 8 to 10 p.m. It's called Chuck and Brad Reimagine the Avengers.
Now, we talked about this earlier. You never saw the Comedy Connection when they had the giant inflatable rubber duck on the front.
No.
It was I don't know why they had a duck, but it had like a cigar, had like glasses, and it was there, just like kind of came out of the front of the building.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was a West Bay girl, so I didn't really travel over to that neck of the woods until I got much older,
well,
but I love it.
Your sins can be forgiven. But talk to me about this event, because this is kind of a trial run for them before they go and perform this in the Big Apple.
They are. So, of course, the Avengers. That's Iron Man and Captain America and Thor. And
I've heard of them.
Now Black Panther, and somehow Spider-Man's woven in. Anyway, there's a lot of superheroes in the Avengers, and the next movie, the Avengers Infinity War, is going to be coming out pretty soon. So Chuck and Brad have reimagined this movie, this classic superhero movie, and they're going to be injecting their own brand of humor. They're going to be live retelling it on stage. This is, as you said, kind of like a trial run. So for those of you who love pop culture, if you love comedy, this is the show for you, because it's going to be tonight, one night only here, and then they're actually heading to the Big Apple Comic Con in New York this weekend. They're going to be performing it twice during convention. So this is a really cool event.
That's a huge opportunity and a huge coup for them.
Right, and it's only $5.
Really?
You can't go wrong with that. $5. And I've actually begun watching a lot more of the Avengers movies. I watched the first installment of pretty much everyone's movie.
Wow.
And I didn't understand how they all came together. So Blake, my husband, has been schooling me in the Avengers universe.
Ooh,
so if you...
That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of information to digest.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I think that this is something that I should go check out because, as I said, I like humor and I like pop culture. So if you're like me, head on over to the Comedy Connection tonight to go see Chuck and Brad.
All right. There's your wicked interesting pick of the weekend. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment and potential weekend
plans.
Yeah. Wicked fun in the 401. Sorry, I just made that up on the fly. Go. The seals are here.
The seals
not
are
the Navy,
here.
not the Navy SEALs.
Nope.
We're talking the SEAL animals, and you can check them out on Sunday from 12:30 to 3 p.m. at Rome Point. It's hosted by the Audubon Society of Rhode Island, and this will be taking place at the John H. Chafee National Wildlife Refuge in Narragansett, Rhode Island. Now, harbor seals are most common marine mammals. Marine mammals.
You got it.
Marinimals.
Marinimals. I like that.
Marinimals. There you go. The new word of the week. We could have that. Marinimals. But they're here in the Rhode Island waters, and they're here. They come up this way in the fall, and they're here until about the springtime.
Yeah, they like it when the water is really cold.
Yes,
too cold
they do.
for us.
Yeah. So they come down here and chill out and grab some good seafood, and then they head back to wherever they want to go. But Bob Kenny,
They go up north.
They go north. They do. The birds come north. Everybody goes north in the springtime because they want to come and hang. But Bob Kenny, he is a volunteer Audubon naturalist. He's almost retired. Almost retired.
What does that mean? Like 1 foot in, like you teach one class?
Yeah, I don't know what that means, like almost retired. I don't think, especially when you're like in, A, with URI and B, in the marine trades or in any way, shape, or form, whether it be like commercial fishing or whatever, or this here with marine life, you never retire. But he's a mammal scientist over at URI, almost retired. And this is going to be a really cool opportunity. It's a walk, so you're going to have to be prepared to walk a mile each way.
Wicked easy.
And you're going to have to, you very well could see up to 100 seals or even more.
Have you done this walk?
I have not.
Can I tell you a secret?
Please tell us.
I go seal watching by myself or with my family every single year.
Wow.
It is my jam. And when I was on the road show, one of the first stories I did for the road show was about seal watching at Rome Point.
There you go.
So you really can. You can either go on this event, or if Sunday doesn't work for you, you can go by yourself. I would recommend that you bring a pair of binoculars.
Yes, good.
There's people who will be there even with telescopes.
Really?
It's not good to bring dogs because the dogs will bark and scare the
they
seals.
specifically asked no dogs on this trek. And this is a good opportunity. So if you've done this before...
Yep.
This is, I should say this. If you've never done this before, this is a great way to go with somebody who knows.
Correct.
Sunday between 12:30 and 3 p.m. We'll have the link for you. And if you get there, just keep in mind, there's a parking lot nearby on the east side of Boston Neck Road.
Yes.
If you get there and the parking lot is full, do not park on the grass. This is all wildlife.
It's a park, exactly.
Yeah. So please park on the shoulder of the road, not on the grass. But that's happening on Sunday from 12:30 to 3 p.m. You got to check it out. It's a seal watch at Rome Point. What else are we doing this weekend, Mary?
All right. So we've talked about cleaning the environment, having a good laugh,
the cleansing,
maybe walking and seeing some seals at low tide. But let's be real. You're going to need to eat something, right?
Yeah.
At some point, you need to eat. And if you have a sweet tooth like me, you might want to go to the spring cookie class hosted by Sin, which is in Providence. It's going to be Sunday from noon until 2 p.m. So you're going to learn how to make adorable spring cookies. They're already going to have cut out cookies ready for you to decorate. And they're going to show you how to use things like pipe royal icing and cut out with designs from fondant. And then you get to take your delicious and decorated cookies home to share if you so please, you don't have to share. You can eat them all yourself. So this is for children age 9 and above. So it can be adults. You can go with a girlfriend. The class is $45. It includes a treat, your take-home treats, and a drink, which will be non-alcoholic from the bakery. But I love it. I was taking a look at this picture, Ben. Look, I know you guys can't hear on the see on the podcast, but it's beautiful. So if you are someone who likes to make cookies, say you're even like I myself, I'm a huge cookie maker on Christmas time.
Sure.
But I don't have a lot of things to do now, whereas I'm really busy during Christmas time. So if I could go now and learn how to decorate these cookies, I'll be making cookies all year.
There you go.
Right? So if you have a little creative flair and you have a sweet tooth, you might want to check out the spring cookie class hosted by Sin.
I like it. Hey, head up to Confrida Farms, Confrida Greenhouses and Farms for their spring fairy garden workshop for kids. This is really cool. Great little things you can bring inside the house. Make something ordinary. You can make it extraordinary. Come to Confrida Farms, and they'll have a workshop there. They'll give you the tools to create your very own miniature fantasy world. All you need to really bring is your imagination. This is happening on Saturday from 11 to 12 p.m. And, Confrida Farms, much like, they're up, obviously, in Hope, Rhode Island, or over in Hope, Rhode Island. Where? How would
Over.
Over
yes.
in Hope, Rhode Island.
Like
Depending on where you are, yeah.
It's down south to the left.
Exactly. I like how we live it. We podcast, and everybody I feel like lives. Even if you live in Westerly, you still say everything is either down from you or up from you, as if you're in Providence. But nevertheless, Confrida Farms is over in Hope, Rhode Island, and a lot of these farms are open now. They're just starting to get open. They've got the flowers coming in for the springtime, so you can do stuff outside. But this is a good opportunity for kids to build a fairy garden. And, they're going to help you find some of the best plants to bring inside the house that will help keep the air nice and clean and fresh. And, that's such a great thing. I did an event with Jordan's Jungle, which they're in Pawtucket, so they're, a little further away from Confrida Farms. But they were talking about some of the plants that you can bring in your home to really they work hard to keep the air clean.
Nice and pure.
Yeah,
I love that.
So check that out. That's happening on Saturday from 11 to 12. What else do we have going on?
All right. So this Saturday, 10 to 3, if you're looking for some clothes or some toys or just some stuff for you, for your family, for your friends, you might want to head on over to Providence to go to the famous Wheeler Clothing and More sale. This sale is insane.
This is the big one you talked about. You've talked about it like
I have
multiple years now.
Yeah, it is so huge. This is, of course, all proceeds go to benefit the Wheeler School and Breakthrough Providence. And this, you get some really quality stuff. So in case you don't know, Wheeler's located on the east side, and a lot of people who send their children to Wheeler have the comfort of purchasing some pretty nice stuff, and then they donate some of that stuff to this clothing sale, and then you can buy some really nice stuff for not so really nice cheaper prices. Does this make sense?
That's perfect.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
That's even better.
Thank you. Exactly. So this is a place that if you want to check out some items and know that it's going towards helping kids with their education, all that jazz, the famous Wheeler Clothing and More sale, definitely check it out. This week's wicked family-friendly pick of the week is Dinosaur Discovery Days at Mystic Aquarium.
I've heard about this.
Oh my gosh. Mystic Aquarium, first and foremost, amazing. It's right nearby. That's why it's not even included in the borderline segment, because it's so close. You just hop skip over the border.
It could be a borderline family friendly.
I like this. A little hybrid.
Well, it's not borderline family friendly. It is family friendly over the borderline.
Boom, boom. You got it.
So tell us about it.
So they're going to be having these dinosaur discovery weeks at Mystic Aquarium during the April vacation week, but it starts up this weekend because that's what next week is. We got a lot of April spring vacation week coming on up. So you can spend the week discovering the dynasty of the dinosaur. You will have special activities, especially this exhibit called the Jurassic Giants. It's a dinosaur adventure. You get to get dirty with a dino dig, uncover terrific treasures, play games like a T-Rex toss, and pin the horn on the Triceratops. You can make your own fossil and even check out Jurassic Jeeps before discovering if you'd like to survive in the Jurassic era. So lots of fun things you get to do. Get some new skills. Ooh, look at you. Yes. I love it. Make your own fossil print. And tons more of special activities. So this is going to be going through the 15th. And Oh, actually, no. Going on through the 18th, even longer. So if you have a dino-loving child, head on down to Mystic, play the Jurassic Park soundtrack as you go down there.
Right.
And
our thanks to John Williams.
Yes, many, many thanks for Dinosaur Discovery Days.
It's an event so huge, we wanted to give you an extra week of notice about it. But no matter where you are, just remember, the borderline is not that far. You're never more than 18.5 miles from the border when you're in Rhode Island. So right over the line in Swansea, Massachusetts, next week, Sunday, April 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., it is the Carty's Furniture and Mattresses annual Touch-A-Truck. This is awesome. It's huge, and it is with Cat Country 98.1. You are invited to come on over. There we go. There's your sponsor notification. You are invited to come on over, get up close and personal with these commercial-sized trucks, including fire trucks, police vehicles, moving trucks, dump trucks, emergency vehicles, and so much more. It is free. Free. The only thing they ask is they work with Project Undercover, which is a wonderful organization. And if you have a package of children's socks, underwear, or diapers, brand new, unopened, if you could bring that one per family, that'd be awesome. If you could bring it one per person, that'd be even better.
Hey.
But they will be collecting those donations to help benefit Project Undercover, which helps reach out to kids in our area that are underserved, underprivileged, that need a little bit of assistance. Because let's face it, kids who go to school without those basic necessities have a really hard time learning.
Yes.
And they're just, the health implications are just too many to list. But every year this event happens over there in Swansea. Big area to have all these different trucks there. It's a lot of fun, and it's right off exit 2, right off the highway. It's literally, boom, right there.
Love it.
And don't worry, if you are a mom or dad and you're thinking, oh, gee, I got to go there. They typically have food trucks there and stuff, or something to grab a snack with. If there's too long a line, you got a Dunkin' Donuts, you got a McDonald's right there.
All the
Boom.
food, all the food,
all ready to go. So check that out. It's a really great event. It's safe, it's fun, it's free, and bring your camera. Your camera, because you're gonna want to take photos. And you're not going to want to miss this opportunity. It's always fun. It's Sunday, April 22nd. Yes, we know it's a little early, but we want you to plan 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Carty's Furniture and Mattresses in Swansea. Folks, as we said at the beginning, everything we talked about today can be found on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, if you're going to any of these events or anything beautiful or fun in the state, please use the hashtag WickedRhody. It's a great way for other people to see your photos. Hey, we were talking about earlier, like networking and meeting other like-minded people. So you might have a flair and an eye for great photos. You'll find other people that do by searching that hashtag. But it also helps spread awareness about the podcast.
Another way you can help us spread awareness about the podcast is by voting for us in the Best of Rhode Island Readers Poll, which is now open. You can go there, head on over to the link on our website, and you can vote for the Wicked Rhody for the Best Rhode Island podcast.
This is huge. It's the first year that they're actually having a podcast category.
Yes.
And as you guys know, we come to you every single week bringing you this. So if you find this beneficial, if you're listening, just take a moment and vote for us. It would be awesome.
It'd be awesome. And if you want advertising or sponsorship information, email us now, because when we win this award, the rates quadruple. Email us at wickedroadypodcast@gmail.com. You know how to get a hold of us.
That's it. You got it, guys. Well, until next time, I'm Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro.
And you've been listening to Wicked Rhody. We'll have more for you next Thursday.